Oh, look who's waking up. Oh, you human. Always these stupid questions. Where am I? What am I doing here? Oh, you better start with the right questions. Oh, yeah, that's one. I, my little human, am your worst nightmare. Your people are going to search for you. Oh, darling. They will never find you. I have all the time of the world. You, unfortunately, don't. And believe me, those humans, they will forget you very easily. Yes, they will. It starts so slowly. First, the police will stop looking for you. Your friends will move on. And suddenly, they stop thinking about you. Well, maybe your family won't forget you, but they are so mortal. Eventually, they will die, and all that is left from you is nothing. No trace, and no one who remembers you. Oh, darling, it doesn't matter if you believe me or not, 'cause at the end, I'm always right. Oh, so many questions. Why you? And why are you chained up? Let me answer the last one. I'm really not in the mood for some chasing right now. Even though it probably would whet my appetite. But I'm quite full right now. Which is lucky for you, isn't it? And why you? Oh, you stupid, stupid human. It's your own fault. Don't you remember? Just think. Well, it's true you didn't do anything in particular. You were just so brave and kind-hearted. And so stupid. Well, let me freshen up your mind. It's not so long ago, actually. It's been just a couple of hours when you saw it. You know, such a helpless and weakly woman who actually gets followed by two burly men that don't seem quite trustworthy. Who knows, maybe they were robbers, rapists, or murderer. Either way, you just had to help those helpless women who just took the next turn into a dark alley. I must say, you really did surprise me in that. Such knightly bravado. Less, unfortunately, well, you met something different, right? I really don't like it when humans see me eat. It's quite unseemly. Well, at least those scumbags were tasty. Now, do you remember? Well, what do you think I am? Of course we are not real. How else could you weak humans survive? Think about it. The daily fear and devastation it would cause. While you would know that there's a predator after you every second of the day. Oh no. Besides, it makes the blood sour. Why you're here? I'm still thinking about it. Well, honestly, you little human, you surprised me. And there's not much that keeps surprising me nowadays. Oh yes, there's also the fact that I've already eaten. And maybe a little snack. I can't eat you. Who you think you are? What would make me stop from feeding from you? Your puny little hands, your fragile little power. Oh, you don't want to see me angry, do you, darling? I thought so. It's always so exciting when there's a living creature near you. And the pitter-patter of your heart. Oh, you would give me anything if I would keep you alive. Oh, darling, what do you think I need? I've been living for 300 years. There's nothing that you could give me. A companion? Why would I need a human companion? You will die in, what, 30, 40, maybe 50 years. Oh, darling, for me that's nothing. It's not worth the wait. Love. Oh, that's almost cute. Almost. Don't you know? This feeling is created to keep producing. But we don't need to. I just need to bite you and maybe give you a little bit of myself. And then there's another one of us. Therefore, what need do I have for love? You're a child. You don't know what love is. I could touch you here around the neck and even kiss you. And you would think that this is love. You forget yourself, little human. I was once like you. Stupid, naive, and hopelessly optimistic. So let me tell you what love really is. Love is when you give everything of yourself. Absolutely everything. And you're still losing it. The love of your life. Your own heart. Your own being. And the last thing that stays is your broken self. Poor you. Do you really want to live in such a world? It's okay. I can save you from it. Just one bite. Don't be stupid. The world is such a cruel place. What did you say? You pity me. I don't need your pity. I saw the word for what it is. I saw its cruel face, their merciless lies. But I can save you from it. Just one kiss and one bite. And you will sleep forever. Doesn't it sound benevolent? Oh, hush. You don't know what kind of mercy this is. Unlike you, I was never granted this kind of mercy. Well, let me tell you my story, and you can judge for yourself. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? I was born after the 30-year War. In Europe, of course. It was 1651. Europe was mostly destroyed. There weren't enough men. Those fields were trampled. But still, people were hopeful. The arts were blooming. And the wars keep coming. But what did I care, right? I was just a nameless little girl in a little village, used to hard work with little merriments. Well, what could I hope for? Maybe growing up, marrying another farmer, and dying in childbirth. That was, of course, until I met him. Oh, he was so charming. And so handsome. Alas, as handsome as you can be in our time. A fancy aristocrat who didn't sneer on us common folk. Well, he was, as he said it, investigating his new fortune and lands. As I come to learn, he did more than that. Oh, and he was good. He didn't keep any traces. Oh no. He courted those girls. He charmed them, made them believe that he loved them, and they loved him back. Therefore, no one blinked an eye when she wasn't there anymore, because, of course, she followed him to be his wife, or, as some would say, mistress. Understandable they never reached his mansion. But who would have known? Questions? Oh, I forgot. You're in the generation that believes in their rights. Who would question such a noble man? And even if there are enough explanations, well, she didn't come to him. She was robbed, or raided, and died. Or, oh my god, she died in childbirth. All natural causes, more or less. Well, if you think it true, isn't it though? I mean, the prey, it is always eaten by the predator. Isn't it? Back to your story, right? Well, he courted me. Of course he did. But I was cautious. Oh, so cautious. I was just a dumb child. I believed his words, his gifts, those sugar-sweet lies. Still, I kept denying him my only trophy, my only possession. Well, good it did to me, right? I should have learned from Anne Boleyn. But do you know why I believed his words? He was so tender and considerate. His touches, they were so timid, like when I touch your arm or just hold your hand. Nothing much, but it was so meaningful for such a stupid girl who only knew the beating hand of her father. It was so easy for him. Just a little kiss on the neck. Sweet words in my ear. And my heart became his. But I must say, he really took me to his mansion. It was so splendid for my little mind. Over time, I've got to see much more magnificent ones. You're man, you're always the same, aren't you, darling? Never lose time, right? Same time we arrived, he took me to his chamber. He laid me down on the softest bed I've ever laid on. Oh, and he peppered me with the sweetest kisses on the world. And then he took my hand, just like I take yours. Oh, and he first kissed my fingers. For him it probably was like smelling the sweetest things on world. And then he turned it around and kissed my palm. My heart beat so fast until he met my pulse. Oh, and he kissed it so sweetly, just like this. Before he rammed his teeth into it. Oh, are you scared? Don't worry, I'm not at the end of my story. Little did he know that I scratched him while he was sucking out the life out of my body. Somehow, his blood reached my lips. Therefore, after he disposed my body in a really gruesome way, I woke up in a dump, confused, heartbroken, alone. Such a strong crave. Well, I learned from my mistakes. Unfortunately, you won't, darling. It's okay, it won't hurt. Just close your eyes and sleep. You stupid little human. You really intrigued me. Maybe if I met you. There's no use to cry over spilled milk, but I will give you a chance. Maybe you find the love of your life. And maybe you have more luck than me. Now listen, after I bring you to our hotel room, you will sleep for the next 8 hours, and after you wake, all you will remember is your little drinking spree and your intoxicated condition, which led you to book a cheap motel room, and nothing else happened.